Now, we got to congratulate comedian and Hollywood crack hero Tina Fey.
Yes, she's pregnant. She's 5 months pregnant with her second child. So I know that she was really struggling with whether or not she should have another child because, she's 40. She's very busy, professional. She's one of the busiest women in Hollywood, I would say, producing and writing and starring in 30 Rock. And she was, telling the press, her and her husband really struggled. Like, do they go for it, for the second child? But she felt bad for her daughter, Alice, who, was like, Mommy, I want a little brother or sister. So she finally decided, I guess they finally decided to try. And now she's 5 months along. And the timing couldn't be more perfect because she has a new book out now called Bossy Pants, which she's out promoting. So she announced her pregnancy right at the beginning of the book tour. So
yeah, on Oprah's show, was it?
On Oprah's show, yeah. So the timing was really great. And she actually writes about trying to conceive in the book.
Yeah.
So, boy, talk about setting things up right.
Yeah, well, and of course, if you want to spend 2 weeks making 40,000 phone calls, so be it. But if you want to tell everybody instantaneously, you tell Oprah.
Tell Oprah, yes. Yeah. Definitely.
Is she still as powerful as she was?
Oprah?
Yeah.
I know that her network, which is called OWN for Oprah Winfrey Network, is struggling. But you have to understand, all the big networks, it took them years to get to where they are. So people are very critical saying, oh, well, it's not the big success that everybody thought it was going to be. But it's only been around for less than a year, and there's all these shows coming up that I think will make it a hit. Like, I know Shania Twain is going to be doing a reality series, and she's notoriously private. So, a lot of people are going to be tuning into that show because, she's really going to reveal her life for the first time. So I think she's got a lot of things in the works. Her show is coming to an end. Oprah's show is coming to an end finally. So people are wondering what's going to happen with that. But, she could never make another dollar for the rest of her life, and she'll be fine. She doesn't need the money.
Well, I'm dying to hear what happened with Mutt Lange and Shania Twain. Didn't he run away with her best friend?
That's a very strange story.
Allegedly.
Yes. Well, he basically apparently was having an affair with, a friend of both of theirs, this woman.
Right.
And he finally left Shania for this woman. Well, Shania was consoled by this woman's husband, who is now Shania Twain's husband. So they basically just swapped partners.
Why? Okay. How Hollywood is that, eh?
Very, very Hollywood. But the good thing is it's such a great story, I think, because Mutt Lange he's a bit odd looking. You would have never put the two of them together. And then this new guy, he's this tall, handsome Frenchman. So people are kind of like, well, they look better together anyway. Good for you, Shania,
Absolutely, yeah.
So.
And by the way, Mutt Lange, for those of you who don't know, of course, he wrote many of Bryan Adams' big songs, didn't he?
Yes, he's produced so many. Yes, so many. Such a big,
Absolutely.
Producer.
Kat Deely's making it quite big in America. This is the girl from So You Think You Can Dance.
Yes, and before that show, nobody in America had heard of Kat Deely before. Yes. So I know she was quite famous here in the UK. But
and may I say it, and it's rather a bloke's comment, and I certainly don't mean it in any negative way, but she has got an unusual nose.
Oh, does she?
She has, actually. Oh. Yes. You ever noticed Kat Deely's nose? No. Right. Okay.
I always thought she's very pretty. She looks like, to me, she looks like your quintessential California girl.
Oh, she's Jennifer Aniston, isn't she?
She is. Yeah, I think she's very pretty. But so she's catching on because she hosts this really popular show in the States. So you can, So You Think You Can Dance. And now she's been cast in Ricky Gervais's upcoming sitcom called Life's Too Short, which follows we call them little people in the United States. I think you call them small people here. It follows the small person who runs an agency for small actors. And I'm not sure, nobody knows what her role is going to be yet, but she's been cast as a regular. And it's going to be really funny because it is Ricky Gervais and Stephen Merchant, so it should be a really good show.
Randy Newman wrote a wonderful song about short people. Do you remember that? That was wonderful. We must play that actually some morning.
If I was the short person, I don't know if I'd really like that song.
Short people got short arms, short noses, short legs, short lives and short attitudes, I think was the gist of the song. And short tempers.
I don't really know if that was, short people are getting, this sounds really, I don't know how to say this without sounding offensive, but short people are getting really popular in the States because, there's several high-profile reality shows now about again, we call them little people, about this one family of both of the parents are short people and they have full-grown kids, and they've become like the total sweethearts of America. They're such nice people, and people have never really had to look into the lives of short people before, and now there's 3 other reality shows that are spawning off from it. So, yeah, that song is old, that Randy Newman song.
True, but then I suppose short people, they don't need big apartments, they don't need big cars, so I suppose that it could be, Toyota must be very happy.
Oh, no, they have... I'm not, no comment.
I'm only kidding. I'm only
kidding.
kidding.
I'm going to get in trouble now.
All right, that's
Definitely going to get in trouble.
Okay, so that's 2 insults. Cat Dealey and short people. Secret life of Brad Pitt.
Yes, a lot of people don't know that Brad Pitt, he could be an architect. He is so well studied. He doesn't have a degree, mind you, but he has studied with Frank Gehry, who is one of the world's greatest architects. He actually did like an apprenticeship with him only 5 years ago or so, and he's designed quite a few buildings. I actually visited in New Orleans some houses that he designed for Katrina victims. He actually built over 150 homes. And these were incredibly modern, beautiful structures. I mean, he didn't just slap up a bunch of, kid houses. He really took his time and designed some amazing houses for these people and then just gave them away. But he's got this passion for architecture, and he helped design him and his now ex-wife Jennifer Aniston's mansion before they got divorced. And people say, if the acting thing doesn't work out for him, he could actually have a career being an architect. And he said that, acting is my job, but architecture is my passion. So, when he's 60, who knows, maybe he's going to start the Brad Pitt, architecture firm or something like that. He could definitely do it. He's very talented, very talented.
Yeah, and a very insightful guy as well, I gather.
Yeah, no, he is. Yeah, he's one of the good ones.
He knows what's going on.
He does. Yeah, definitely.
Meanwhile, Angelina left Brad and the kids behind in New Orleans.
Yes, she went to.
She's on another mission.
Yes, yeah. She's on a goodwill mission for the UN. Well, she's back now, but she was visiting a Libyan refugee camp, actually, on the Tunisian border, which, you just have to think how dangerous that is at a time like this for her, to this major celebrity who would stand out to walk in this refugee camp. And I saw the photos, and there was only maybe 4 or 5 security guards, walking around her. I mean, she's really putting her life at risk for this.
She could be kidnapped literally in
seconds.
She
could be shot by a sniper. Yeah. I mean, so many things. She has 6 kids. Yeah. But, she was really passionate about it. And she does it because she knows that if she goes to these places, the media is going to follow her. And that's why she does it, to bring awareness to these places, because she knows that otherwise people just might forget about it or they might not ever write about it. So she goes for 24 hours. The entire world's press shows up, and, she's done her work because now it's in the news, and that's why she's doing it.